Active.
Welcome back to the Spartan Sports Podcast. We just finished recording our last episode, and then we looked on Twitter, and Adam Schefter tweeted something out, so we're back. Today we have Tyler again, and also Carter decided to come back. He woke up from his nap.
That is true.
So here
Way
we
to
are.
out me, Tyler. Or no, why did I say Tyler?
Wow, now you're throwing
He's
shots
still
at
waking
me,
up.
Carter.
I'm still waking up.
He's still waking up.
Brain's not active right now. It's fine.
But we had to record a second episode because when we checked Twitter, Adam Schefter tweeted out that reigning MVP Aaron Rodgers is so disgruntled with the Green Bay Packers that he has told some within the organization that he does not want to return to the team. League and team sources told ESPN on Thursday. More on NFL Live now. So,
I mean,
that's some
Rodgers.
big news.
That's huge. That's huge. Come on, dude just won MVP.
Now, do the Packers listen to him and trade him?
I think if they're wise, they will. They already, traded up and got Jordan Love. What was that, last year? And as their quarterback of the future, that remains to be seen if he's actually going to step into that role. But it seems like the Packers were already on their way sort of out with Aaron Rodgers. But then he went and won MVP to complicate things. So, I think it would be wise for the Packers to listen to him, but it's the Packers and they're, not necessarily the best managed organization. So we'll see how things go. But Packers have definitely been on the outs the past couple of years.
Interesting fact with the whole trade thing. Schefter tweeted this also. He said there never has been an NFL MVP traded after winning the award in the previous season. The only MVPs not to return to their team in the season after winning the award were Norm Van Brocklin, retired after winning the MVP in 1960, and Jim Brown, who retired after winning in 1965. So if he does get traded, it's going to be history. So
now
that's something.
If they don't trade him, Tyler, we were talking about how he might just go and play Jeopardy or be the Jeopardy host.
I can see it. He rocks it.
Does he just retire? Like, would he ever consider just retiring and doing Jeopardy instead?
I think it depends on the situation, that if he were to get traded or if he ends up not being with the Packers anymore, I think it depends on the situations that are either offered to him or that he ends up in, because they could trade him to some team like the Lions or some garbage dumpster can organization. Shots at my own favorite team. But and he could just be like, yeah, I'm going to just go host Jeopardy, because I'm pretty sure he's got the job on lock if he wants it. Like, everybody loves him as a Jeopardy host. So we'll see.
If they refuse to trade him, what, like,
he could.
Would he threaten retiring if they don't trade him?
Definitely a possibility for sure.
He seems like the type of guy that would be okay walking away from football and pursuing other ventures, but yeah, I can't see. I just can't picture it. It would be a shockwave.
He honestly seems moody enough to be the kind of guy that would just retire because he doesn't get his way.
Yeah,
he definitely, not like shots at Aaron Rodgers, but like low-key shots at Aaron Rodgers. He is kind of a moody guy.
No, take shots at Aaron Rodgers. Come on.
But
Rodgers.
So obviously there are teams that are going to look to trade for him. There was a report that the 49ers reached out about a trade for Aaron Rodgers earlier this week.
Yeah, and I saw, and the Packers were like, no, like there's no shot. So
but now, after this demand.
Yeah, but it's like the whole Deshaun Watson thing. I mean, we've been waiting all offseason long for Deshaun Watson to go somewhere.
Well, the whole legal situation with Deshaun Watson's also complicated a lot of things. His market might not be as high as
okay. Yes, the whole legal thing, obviously, but again, before any of that even popped up, it was like, there's no way you're getting Deshaun from Houston. And I think that could very likely be the same with the Packers.
Well, the only thing that makes it different than the Deshaun Watson situation also is the Packers have Jordan Love. Aaron Rodgers is in his late 30s. The Houston Texans have no backup plan after Deshaun Watson. They have Tyrod Taylor, who is not terrible, but he's not going to win them games. So they kind of need to hold on to Watson.
Yeah,
With
that's fair.
Rodgers, they've been planning for his exit since they drafted
Exactly.
Love.
I mean, but the dude just won the MVP.
They've been planning for his exit since they drafted Brett Hundley, let's be honest.
Yeah, okay.
Well, because I don't know that anyone saw the MVP season coming from him, because he was on the, sort of a slow decline.
All I heard
years.
all before this past last season was watch out for Rodgers to win MVP. I feel like he's been the front runner all year long for
But they didn't give him a wide receiver.
I know, and that just makes it more crazy that the dude won MVP and all he has is like Devontae Adams and some dude. Like, don't get me wrong, Marquez Valdes-Scantling's decent, Robert Tonyan's pretty good. Like, those guys are solid, but I mean, he had a lot of injury issues with like Alan Lazard and all those guys being hurt. Like,
none of those guys would scream number 2 receiver to you.
Exactly.
To be next to.
You'd be like, yeah, that's a number
Adams.
3 receiver, or like
4,
3 or 4 receiver. Yeah.
Right. And we don't know exactly like how strained the relationship is and what exactly he's frustrated with. If he's frustrated with the organization not making moves to surround him with people, then maybe they go out in the draft tonight, make some big splashes, and then they go and say to him, well, we could sign all these guys or trade for these guys. If we did that, would you still be interested in staying? And offer him like a package or a situation of sorts. And if that's not the case, and it's more just his frustration with the organization and the bridge is kind of burned and, strained to the point where they can't really, move forward from it, then that's a whole different story. And if it is to that point, they might as well just trade him.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that, you're right. Like if it's just like he wants pieces, then just like, I think go to him and be like, hey, like, what can we get for you to want to stay here?
Right.
But if it's like, there's nothing left there and nothing, like, I guess there's no point in trying to get these pieces for him or something. And then none of it works out and he ends up retiring on you. And then he went out and did all these things for Rodgers and he's not there, a part of the organization anymore. So it's interesting. We'll see. Big news.
Yeah, I'm going to let my Bears bias seep in. I have always, obviously as a Bears fan, hate the Packers, but I've always had a respect for Aaron Rodgers, and I always find myself sort of rooting for him just because he's so good, and I can't deny the talent. Like, it's always been this cognitive dissonance. I hate the Packers, want to root against him, but I've always kind of liked Rodgers. So if he stepped into a different uniform, like that would make me extremely happy.
Now, what if he stepped into a Bears uniform?
Man, I'm
sorry.
Don't even tempt me. Don't even tempt me. Okay. Don't even get that in my head.
Ryan Pace would probably offer the whole organization for him. So
right. Yeah. I mean, if we could, make Andy Dalton the next quarterback of Green Bay somehow and bring Rodgers here to Chicago, nothing would make me happier. And I think the Bears might be in Super Bowl conversation territory.
But Carter, going off of that piece that you have respect for Rodgers, as a Lions fan, I'll say that I have 0. He's a great player. He's a great quarterback. Don't get me wrong. But I cannot have any appreciation
because he's ripped your heart out more times than you can think of.
No, it's because he pays off the refs every time he plays the Lions, bro, and I'm tired of it. Okay,
like he's like Tom said, he's ripped the heart out of Bears fans so many times on so many last-second plays to the game, on so many crushing blowouts at Lambeau. Like it's been so hard to watch over the years. Eventually, I think. Because I used to just hate him, but I think over the years I just decided, like, this guy is some sort of talent, and I just the ridiculousness of him. I eventually, came to kind of like him. And one of my favorite sports commercials of all time is the discount double check.
Oh my god!
So that contributes to it as well.
You're not a Bears fan.
Something I will say is, the Packers' willingness to trade Rodgers is all going to come down to how much they believe in Jordan Love.
That's true.
If they think that Jordan Love can be their next franchise quarterback, they're going to be more open to a trade if they can get like a massive haul for Rodgers. If there's a team that's offering,
a good quarterback in return that they like also.
Yeah. Or if, they don't think Love is the next guy, they might just say, hey, you signed a contract. You're going to have to stay here or you're going to have to retire. And, I wouldn't be surprised if they were that petty. There's a lot of pettiness going around in the NFL these days.
I just think that Rodgers retires if it comes down to that.
Okay. Then they have Jordan Love.
All right. I don't know. I'm like, for the Packers, like, if Aaron Rodgers left the Packers, I would be so happy because I have not saw Jordan Love take one snap, I don't think, at all since he got drafted. And I just have a feeling that he is not that great. And if the Lions can just like sweep the Packers this next year, like with a horrible team and like not a horrible team, with a couple pieces and a rebuilding season, like that would just make my heart so happy.
I wouldn't be too open to say Jordan Love isn't going to be any good though. There's a reason he was a first round quarterback. He's definitely yeah.
Jury's not out.
He was considered a project quarterback. So
the next Patrick Mahomes then, question mark?
Probably not. I mean,
because I'm just saying Patrick Mahomes was like the project quarterback. Like,
yeah, so was Trey Lance. There are a lot of project quarterbacks. Yeah, some of them don't work out.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see how this project goes for the Packers. We'll see if they trade Rodgers. We'll see if they hold on to. We'll see if he retires and becomes Jeopardy's host full time.
We will see.
I just want to go back to 100% rooting against the Packers all the time.
Yeah, I don't know why you're not like that in the first place, but
I swear I'm a Bears fan. I swear.
Secret Packers fan. What?
He swears he's a Bears fan. It's okay. I mean, you can respect guys.
Another thing, since we talked about Twitter so much in this episode, I just wanted to add, I mean, you guys saw this, but I think the viewers of the show should see that Mac Jones looks literally like a Lego man. So there's this picture of Mac Jones. Hold on, let me see. Right there. Focused up. Does it look good? Is it focused up?
It looks focused.
Okay, and then we got this piece right here.
Is that Mac Jones?
No, yeah. No, that's Mac Jones. Oh, wait.
I can't tell the difference.
Oh, okay, yeah. I just wanted to add that. I thought that was actually so funny.
Shout out to Mac Jones.
Shout out Mac Jones, even though I don't think he's gonna be a great quarterback. But
all right, well, that's the episode. That's all the time we have. Like we said in the last episode, we're on the road to 1 million subscribers. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching this quick episode of the Spartan Sports Podcast. If you liked what you heard, be sure to check out our other episodes and consider sharing with a friend, perhaps, maybe. No,
let us know about the whole Rodgers fiasco in the comments.
Yeah, let us know how you feel about Rodgers in the comments. All right. Well, that's all the time we have today. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next week. Bye.